Hey everyone, and welcome back to DeeBugging, the series where we take real-world IT problems and break them down one step at a time. Today's issue is one that almost everyone has experienced before. You sit down at your computer, you click on a video, you hit play, and nothing. No sound, no music, no notification sounds, nothing at all. So what do? Well, before we start clicking random buttons and changing settings we don't understand, let's think like a technician, because troubleshooting isn't about guessing, it's about gathering clues. But first, a quick disclaimer. The information shared in this video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. The troubleshooting methods discussed are based on general IT practices and my personal experience working in the field. Because every device, operating system, network, and organizational environment is different, the steps demonstrated may not apply to every situation. Always follow your organization's policies, procedures, and security requirements before making changes to any system. If you are working on a company-owned device, be sure to consult your IT department or authorized support team when appropriate. Now, let's do some debugging. Let's imagine a user calls IT and says, "My sound isn't working." Okay, my first question isn't, "Did you update the driver?" My first question is, what exactly isn't working? Can you not hear anything? Can other people not hear you? Or both? The reason that I asked that question is because audio has two sides. There's audio coming out of the computer and there's audio going into the computer. When sound comes out of the computer, we call that output. Things like speakers, headphones, or earbuds. When sound goes into the computer, we call that input. Things like microphones, headsets, webcam microphones. The answer to that first question immediately tells me where I should start looking. Let's say the user tells me, "I can't hear anything." Perfect. Now we have our first clue. The very first thing I'm checking is whether the sound is muted. And yes, I know, everybody hates this question. But trust me, in IT, you'd be surprised how often the simple answer is the correct answer. So I'm checking, is the volume muted? Is the volume turned down? Are the speakers powered on? Are the headphones plugged in all the way? Now, when I say check the volume, I don't just mean the speaker icon in the bottom right corner of the screen. Windows actually gives us multiple places to manage audio settings. First, I'll check the volume from the taskbar and make sure the computer isn't muted. If everything looks good there, I'll open the sound settings. From there, I can verify the correct output device is selected, the device isn't disabled, and the volume level is set appropriately. But sometimes I need even more information. That's when I'll open the classic sound control panel. The sound control panel gives us a more detailed view of our audio devices. From there, I can check whether a device is disabled, which device is set as the default, device properties, audio levels, and recording devices such as microphones. I've seen situations where the computer wasn't muted, but the audio device itself was disabled or configured incorrectly inside the sound control panel. That's why it's important to check more than one location before assuming the problem is something complicated. However, if everything looks good, we move on. Next, I want to know where Windows is sending the sound. This is important because your computer can have multiple audio devices connected at the same time. For example, laptop speakers, Bluetooth earbuds, USB headsets, and monitor speakers. Imagine calling your friend, but dialing the wrong phone number. Your phone works, their phone works, but you're contacting the wrong destination. Audio works the same way. Windows may be sending sound somewhere you aren't listening. So I check the audio output device and make sure the correct device is selected. Now, let's say the correct device is selected, but we still can't hear anything. The next thing I want to check is whether we're dealing with a system-wide problem or an application-specific problem. One tool that can help us answer that question is the volume mixer. The volume mixer allows us to see and control the volume levels for individual applications. Think of it like this. The volume control in the taskbar is the master volume for the entire computer. The volume mixer controls the individual applications. So even if your computer's volume is turned all the way up, a specific application could still be muted. I've seen situations where users could hear YouTube, system notifications, and everything else perfectly fine, but Microsoft Teams was muted inside the volume mixer. As far as the user was concerned, their sound wasn't working. In reality, only one application was having the issue. That's why I like to check the volume mixer before moving on to more advanced troubleshooting. Once we've checked the volume mixer, the next question becomes, does audio work anywhere? Can you hear YouTube? Can you hear Spotify? Can you hear notification sounds? Because if YouTube works, but Microsoft Teams doesn't, that's actually good news. That tells me Windows audio is probably working correctly. The issue is likely inside the application itself. Maybe Teams is using the wrong speaker. Maybe it's using the wrong microphone. Maybe the application just needs to be restarted. Every answer gives us another clue. But what if Windows can't find any audio devices at all? Maybe you see a message that says, no input/output devices found. Now we're looking at something different. Drivers. A driver is software that helps Windows communicate with hardware. Think of it like a translator. Windows speaks one language, your audio hardware speaks another. The driver helps them understand each other. Without that translator, Windows may not know your speakers or microphone even exist. That's why a missing or damaged driver can cause audio devices to disappear completely. You might see things like no output devices found, no microphone detected, missing audio devices, and/or audio-related error messages. If I suspect a driver issue, one of the first places I'll check is Device Manager. You can open Device Manager a few different ways. One way is to search for Device Manager directly from the Start menu. Another way is through Computer Management, which contains several administrative tools, including Device Manager. If you're troubleshooting, it's generally a good idea to open these tools with administrative privileges when possible. Once inside Device Manager, I'll expand the audio section and look for anything unusual. For example, missing devices, warning symbols, disabled devices, or devices reporting errors. If everything appears normal, I may still try updating the driver. To do that, I can right-click the device and select Update Driver. In some cases, Windows can find the correct driver automatically. However, if I need to manually install a driver, I always prefer getting it directly from the manufacturer's website. For example, HP, Dell, Lenovo, Asus, or Acer. The manufacturer's website is typically the safest and most reliable source for drivers because they're designed specifically for that hardware. As a general rule, I avoid downloading drivers from random third-party websites whenever possible. Once the driver has been updated or reinstalled, I'll usually restart the computer and test the audio again to see if the issue has been resolved. Now, let's go one step deeper, because this is something a lot of people don't know. Inside your computer is a piece of hardware called an audio controller. The audio controller is located on the motherboard and is responsible for processing audio. Now, if you've never heard the term motherboard before, don't worry. Think of the motherboard as the main circuit board inside the computer. It's what allows all of the computer's components to communicate with each other. The processor connects to the motherboard. The memory connects to the motherboard. And in many computers, the audio controller is built directly into the motherboard as well. The driver helps Windows communicate with the audio controller, and the audio controller helps the speakers and microphones do their jobs. Think of it like this. Windows is the manager, the driver is the translator, the audio controller is the employee doing the work. If the translator is missing, communication breaks down. If the employee isn't working, the job doesn't get done. Most of the time, audio issues are caused by settings or drivers, but occasionally the hardware itself can fail. So how do we figure out whether it's hardware? We test. We try different headphones, speakers, microphones. We even try different audio ports, because troubleshooting is really just a process of eliminating possibilities, one by one, until the answer is the only thing left standing. One of my favorite ways to test audio is by using Microsoft Teams. If Teams is installed on the computer, you can perform a test call to verify that your speakers and microphone are actually working correctly. To do this, open Microsoft Teams, click the three dots near your profile picture, select Settings, click Devices, select Make a Test Call. Teams will play a test message through your speakers or headset and then give you an opportunity to record your voice. After the test, Teams will play your recording back to you. This allows you to quickly verify both audio output and audio input from a single location. If you can hear the test message and hear your recorded voice play back, that's a strong indication that your speakers and microphone are functioning properly. If the test fails, that gives you another clue and helps narrow down where the problem might be. Remember, troubleshooting is all about gathering information and following the clues. So the next time someone says, "My sound isn't working," remember the process. First, figure out whether it's an input problem or an output problem. Then check the simple stuff. Then check the selected device. Check whether the problem happens everywhere or only in one application. Then look at drivers. After that, we can investigate hardware. That's how technicians solve problems. Not by guessing, but by following the clues. Thank you so much for watching episode 3 of DeeBugging. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share it with someone who's learning IT. And remember, the goal isn't just to fix the problem, the goal is to understand why the problem happened. I'll see you in the next one.